Welcome back, guys. This is NFL Week 16, your episode of Gimme Props. I'm your host, Luke Shuey, a.k.a. the Prop Master here at Why Lose Props. I talk all things player props. If you haven't listened before, thanks for being here. And if you're back again, you know what it is. We have hot takes in every game, a free pick or parlay in every single game, a pizza money parlay at the end, a chance for you to win $200 Amazon gift card, a special promo, and a best bet. And first things first, Luke, what the hell is on your face? I'm transparent here. It's real life. I had a sunspot. You know, a lot of people get sunspots over the years. Got one frozen off this week. And let's just say it doesn't look great. My eye swelled up. My eye was like halfway shut the other day. So all's well, all's good. Sorry you have to look at that all show. I should just put the microphone in front of it or put a Band-Aid on. But whatever. We got beers. We got libations. New Glarus. Spotted Cow. If you've never had it, shout out to the Wisconsin brewery. Guys, recap from last week real quick. We finally ended our profit streak, which was sitting at 4 straight weeks. Over the last 5 weeks, though, we are still crushing it, hitting at 61% for free. We've cashed 3 straight plus 250 two-leg parlays of the show, and we're 2-1 in the last 3 best bets. I was wrong on Jordan Love last week, no doubt. They did not play the game script I expected in Denver. Broncos dominated there. We are back this week, ready to rumble. Last week overall, 6-8. Last 5 weeks, 61%. Please like and subscribe to continually get updates on my weekly shows. Let's run it back, guys. Count your blessings in this life because we only get one. Live it up. This episode of Gimme Props starts now.
Bills at Browns.
We kick off the show with the Bills Mafia, Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen heading to Cleveland to take on Shadur Sanders and the Browns. Let's not forget to start with a little cheers. A little cheers, a little bottoms up. Happy Sunday to you guys when you watch this. One of the stories I've documented a lot this season on the show is the Bills' game plan and how they function with Josh Allen when they're winning. When they're winning, it's a ground game. It is a run-first, play-action, scripted game. That's how they win. They beat you in the trenches, and that's what they have been doing. They had to come from behind last week against New England, but I do not expect the same at Cleveland. Buffalo should handle business here. Josh Allen does not throw 30-plus times when they win, especially not when they win handily. So they're going to get after Cleveland's front. They're not a great run defense. They are a better pass rush and pass defense. So expect Buffalo to handle business here. They're not going to put it in the air more than they have to. Lock in Josh Allen as they prep for the playoffs. Under 27.5 pass attempts. That's right. We're going under 27.5. Book it, on to the next.
Chargers at Cowboys.
We've got the Los Angeles Chargers heading to Dallas to take on the Cowboys in Cowboy Stadium in Jerry's World. And I have this circled as the 2-leg same game parlay of the week. It's been one of the hottest segments of the show. We've now cashed 3 straight same game parlays, all at plus 250 odds. That's a nice payout for 3 weeks in a row. Time to make it 4. And the script here for me, George Pickens. He is simply due here. Dak's going to look to get him involved early. He looked completely uninvolved last week against Minnesota. He's now put up just 37 and 33 yards the last 2 weeks. But what did he do prior to that? He covered the line of this week, 7 straight games. And honestly, Pickens has been one of the biggest highlights of the season. He's posted totals of 144, 146, and 168. I mean, you just don't see that by a lot of guys that aren't named Jamar Chase or Puka Nacua. So insane numbers by Pickens. Take George Pickens' 60-plus receiving yards as the first leg. And then second, I want something to correlate. Correlation is key in parlays. We educate you guys along here, alongside this as well. You want something that's going to have a likelier chance to win when they are put together. And that's Dak Prescott here for me. Over 4.5 pass attempts, so 35-plus pass attempts. He's hit this number now 5 of the last 6 weeks. I expect Dallas to play well in this game. I actually think they're going to control the clock a lot more than the public expects. Dallas is a home favorite here against a 10-4 Chargers team. The books are screaming Cowboys all day, and I believe that they will win this game. Dak and George are going to have a lot to do with it. Again, that's George Pickens, 60-plus receiving yards. Dak, 35-plus pass attempts. 2 picks, same game, plus 250 odds. Cash it, book it, baby.
Chiefs at Titans.
On to the next game where we have the Kansas City Chiefs, the Mahomes-less Chiefs, taking on Cam Ward and the Tennessee Titans. It's wild that in 2025, the Titans are just 3-point dogs here against, the dynasty that the Chiefs have been. They were officially eliminated from the playoff contention last week for the first time since 2012. An incredible stat here for you guys. This will be the first NFL postseason without Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, or Patrick Mahomes. So just 3 QBs since 1998. I mean, we're talking 27 years. We haven't had a playoffs without either of those 3 quarterbacks. And the bigger question is, did Mahomes play his last game with Travis Kelce? I hope not. Prayers up for your recovery, Patrick. You're a warrior and you're fun to watch on the field. An absolute competitor to the highest degree. Even if you're rooting against them, you want the highest competition on the field at all times. So hope you get better, Patrick. You always want the greats healthy and competing. It's what makes the sport great. Anyways, what's your pick, Shuey? The start of Gardner Minshew means the Chiefs' run game is going to open up for me here. Andy Reid started to run the ball more anyways. Now backup quarterback. I think they're going to really ground and pound here and have a heavy dose of both Isaiah Pacheco and Kareem Hunt. I like both running backs to clear their rushing line in this game. Hunt's is 30.5, Pacheco 41. Both are overlooks for me. I have to pick one. I'm going Isaiah Pacheco because he's a starter. Over 41 rushing yards. Book it, take it to the window. See you on the next.
Bengals at Dolphins.
We've got the Cincinnati Bengals heading to South Beach, Miami, to take on the Tua-less Dolphins. Note a theme here: quarterback change, whether it's injury or just seeing what's next in the franchise. A lot of twists and turns here the last few weeks of the regular season, and this one's going to be fairly quick for me, but it is a trend that you want to note here. I started a trend a few weeks ago when I realized you can bet really good value picks on the first play from scrimmage for an offensive team. And so many of you ask, well, where can you bet that? You can get it on most major books, sometimes pregame. Sometimes you have to bet it like right before the game or live after kickoff. However you can do it, you're going to want to do this because we're 4-0 on these picks. I'm about to make it 5-0 and stay undefeated. And this is the spot here. It is the first play of scrimmage for the Dolphins is going to be a run. We've got Quinn Ewers getting his first NFL start. Dolphins are a run dominant, super run heavy, one of the most run heavy teams the last 6 weeks in the league. You think they're going to throw the ball on the first play with Ewers? I think hell no. He's turning around. He's handing off that rock just to get his first snap out of the way, and then maybe they'll air it out. It's a simple smash spot for me here. Miami Dolphins, first play from scrimmage, run. Hammer time.
Jets at Saints.
We got the NYJ New Year's Jets. New York Jets, but they're all they're thinking about is partying on New Year's at this point because New York is way out of the playoff picture and they look bad. On their third string quarterback, Brady Cook, heading against the New Orleans Saints down in Louisiana. This is going to be the most minimally watched game and probably minimally televised. But if you find yourself watching the Jets versus Saints this Sunday with all the playoff implications elsewhere, I truly applaud your fanhood for either of those teams. That being said, you guys pay me to pick a value spot in every single game. That's what I'm going to do. And I really like the Saints run game here in terms of value. Of course, Alvin Kamara's out. We now have Devin Neal, who is playing pretty well, out with injury. That leaves a timeshare here for 2 guys you may have never heard of. One's Audric Estime. That's Audric Estime. Second is Evan Hull, both young backs. I lean Estime here as the best value because he's way more explosive in terms of potential. He got 76 carries last year in his rookie season, so he does have some experience, and he's likely going to have the highest ceiling here against a horrible defense. So I love Audric Estime over 27.5 rush yards. I truly think he could double his line. Lock that in as a low-key value bet in a very bad game, but one of the best bets on the board. Estime over 27.5.
3-point spread winners posted daily on ylose.com. That's the letter Y, LOSC.com.
Vikings at Giants.
We got the Minnesota Vikings heading to New York to take on the Giants. Another quote-unquote meaningless game for playoff implications, but it's NFL football and it's entertaining nonetheless. We've got a suddenly red-hot Vikings team looking for their third straight victory and what would be 3 in a row against the NFC East division. They beat the Commanders 31-0. They then beat the Cowboys last week 34-26. That was a sharp underdog line. I was on that if anyone wants to know. Great Viking spot there. Now they're facing New York. I have a spot I love here, and we're looking to back JJ to JJ. That's right. It's JJ McCarthy to Justin Jefferson. And the funk that Jefferson's been in has been really well documented. He has just 2 catches each in the last 3 games, which is like nothing for him. And he hasn't put up 62 plus yards in the last 7 games. Normally he's putting up like 100 plus over the years with Kirk Cousins and Darnold. And McCarthy's going to continue to look his way. If he wants Jettas back in a Vikings uniform for years to come, he's going to find that chemistry. Justin's one of the best in the game to do it. And they want to prove that he's worth staying in Minnesota this offseason. Guys, take Justin Jefferson over 4.5 catches or receptions. Don't overthink it. I think he could clear this by the third quarter. See you at the window. Book that shit. And guys, for the VIP team, if you haven't tried it out yet, I got a link in the description. $99 rest of NFL season through the Super Bowl, max bets included. Or if you want all sports, if you're interested in NBA, college hoops, college football, bowl games, I do it all. I put in the work, put in the time. Click the link in description or DM me. If you guys haven't, I'm open to discussion. I try to follow those all day long when I can. So appreciate you guys, and your appreciation is appreciated.
Buccaneers at Panthers.
We've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers heading to Carolina to take on the Panthers. And, to start the season, you maybe wouldn't have circled this as like game of the week potential, but this is maybe the best game of the week in terms of implications. I mean, we've got first place on the line for the NFC South. I think it's going to be a great game, highly contested. We got the Buccaneers kind of healthy again with Mike Evans back, Jalen McMillan back, Bucky Irving back. So their offense is getting better. And Carolina's a 7-7 team, looking good. And, they're hot and cold at times. But still, this should be a really good football game. So strap up for this one. I expect a running attack from both sides of the ball here. And the best value for me is Bucky Irving. If you haven't watched him, the dude is just elite. He does it in the running game. He can receive out of the backfield better than most. And he came back a little slow from injury the last few weeks, but he has 3 games under his belt. I think he feasts against Carolina, and he does so historically. Listen to these stats. In his 2 games against Carolina in his career, both last year as a rookie, what did he do? He posted 185 yards from scrimmage and then 190 yards to follow that up. I mean, that's ridiculous. He had over 370 total yards against the Panthers defense last year. Yes, they're a little bit better this season, but he's going to get 20 plus touches on Sunday. And I think he finds his way to the end zone for an insane steal of the week value play here. Take Bucky Irving anytime tud at plus 140 odds. Again, plus 140 for a player of his caliber. You just can't beat it. Take it to the window. See you at the window. Book it.
Jaguars at Broncos.
Another great game here. We've got the Jacksonville Jaguars coming off their big win and historic performance to travel to Denver and take on the Broncos. The storyline here is Sunshine Trevor Lawrence coming off one of the best statistical games, I'm not talking of his career, in NFL history. 330 passing yards, 5 passing tutties to go along with 51 rushing yards and a rushing touchdown. That is 6 touchdowns and pretty much flawless play from Lawrence. You know what that means? He is going to continue to dominate, right? No, you got to be contrarian. You got to look for the sharp take here. This is a letdown spot for Lawrence. He's playing well. He's playing great, but he's also facing one of the best defenses, if not the best in the NFL, on the road in Mile High. Extremely tough travel spot. So what I've talked about this year too, similar to Josh Allen, is he doesn't have a lot of pass attempts when the Jaguars are playing well. We've seen him throw it a lot less frequently the last few weeks. And so I love his under here for pass attempts. Not only do I think the Jaguars not want to throw it a lot, I think Denver controls the clock in this game. I don't think that the Jags will have the ball nearly as often. So Trevor Lawrence under pass attempts is a good look, but my official play is yardage because I just don't think Denver's going to give up much in the air. So take Lawrence under 223.5 passing yards. It's an underline. Follow the books, follow the spot, follow the narrative, and cash it with me.
Falcons and Cardinals.
We've got Kirk Cousins and the Atlanta Falcons as 3-point road favorites heading into sunny Arizona to take on Jacoby Brissett and the Cardinals. Cheers to you, Kirk. You're playing pretty well. I love it. I love watching you, Kirk. You're a fun player to watch and a great guy. On Brissett's front, last week I correctly predicted his biggest struggle of the season, passing, but Jacoby still roasted me. On the last possession of the game in garbage time, he just barely covered his over, and we finally took the under. So way to go, Jacoby. 9-0 this year on your passing yardage overs. You're facing yet another fairly decent pass defense, but I'm not going to stop until you lose one anymore. It's one spot and one spot only here. We are undefeated betting Jacoby Brissett overs this year. Ride it truly until it dies. Take Jacoby Brissett over 249.5 passing yards and don't think twice.
Steelers at Lions.
This is a great football game here. We got the Steelers heading into Detroit to take on the Lions. Aaron Rodgers, Jared Goff. I think it's going to be maybe the most fireworks of the weekend in terms of scoring. Highest expected scoring game of the week. A lot of offense expected. We're talking an over-under of 52.5 for expected points in this game. No weather issues to worry about. We're in the Dome in Detroit. Aaron Rodgers coming off the highest QB rating of his season since week 1. And now he's facing a depleted secondary that Matt Stafford just exploited last week. I know Rodgers doesn't have all the weapons that Stafford does in LA, but I have him shredding this defense efficiently with checkdowns and just smart passing. Watch Aaron last week. You know he still has it. Don't doubt AA, Ron. Take Aaron Rodgers over 230.5 as a strong overline by the books. For the guy that hasn't thrown for too many yards this season, Aaron's trending in the right direction. You want him on your team this time of year. Take the over and book that shit.
If you like free picks and you want more, go ahead, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you click the bell. This way you never miss a free pick from the team at ylose.com.
Raiders at Texans.
Next up is the Las Vegas Raiders heading to Houston to take on the Texans, and damn, the Texans look good. Shout out Houston, we don't have a problem. Raiders are officially bottom feeders. They're coming off a 31-0 loss to Philadelphia last week. I mean, they are bad. They are bad to the bone, bad as it gets. Facing one of the best pass rushes and secondaries in football on the road. Not a good combination. So whatever you do here, just do not bet on Geno Smith, please. Like, just don't put your hard-earned dollars on Geno Smith Sunday. Not a smart move. I have to fade him here because I think Houston will just dominate time of possession, and I think they're going to limit Geno Smith's opportunities to even throw the ball. Look at his receiving core as far as yardage lines expected. Of course, Bowers is around 50. Next highest is Trey Tucker at 24. Below that, they don't even list anybody. Like, the Raiders are not going to have success on the ground or in the air in this game. It's going to be a one-sided affair. Houston all day, probably going to win by 28 or more points. You could ladder that up on the spread, just an FYI. I think Houston wins massively in this game. And so all that to say, take Geno Smith's under on passing yards or pass attempts. Actually, let's make it official. I'm taking attempts, but I'd bet both his under passing yards. It was like 195.5. But the official play is under 32.5 pass attempts. No way they get that many. Take the under.
Patriots at Ravens.
Last but not least for games of the week, we've got the Patriots heading to Baltimore. Sunday Night Football. Amazing game. I'm going to be on my couch watching this one to take on the Ravens. And this is the ride or die, baby.
Ride or die, remember?
Transparently, That's what we do here. Ride or dies have not been hot. So, like, despite all of our free picks on the show here, kind of crushing, parlays crushing, best bets doing well. Ride or dies haven't been good. Last 2 weeks, they're cold. Didn't win. Aaron Jones did not get enough touches last week to cover against the Cowboys, despite them playing a great game. And so I do have a good one here, though. And let's start with the game. So I do think the Patriots actually lose back-to-back games here. It's a super strong line on the spread for Baltimore. They're favored at home by 3 points, despite being 7-7, facing an 11-3 team. Very strong Baltimore line. So take the Ravens on the spread as a bonus pick here for you from Luke Shuey. And New England for props, they're a liability stopping the run the last 3 games. And their stats are even skewed if you think about that. they're winning a lot of games. They were the 1 seed for most of the year in the AFC. So a lot of teams are passing with a high frequency, yet they're still not playing great against the run, which is like wild the last 3 games. So all that to say, great value for the rushing attack of the Ravens. And I think those stats just show that they're even worse than what you'd think. So I saw James Cook run through some mega holes last week on his way to 107 and 2 touchdowns. Look for Derrick Henry to be featured big time. I have him carrying Baltimore, especially in the second half. You know, King Henry, that he lowers that shoulder. He gets going 20 miles an hour. Nobody's stopping him. Take King Henry over 79.5 rushing yards. In the last couple weeks, he's posted 100. In fact, last week he posted 100 yards on just 11 carries. Dude's going to get more like 20 carries in this game. So take over 79.5 rushing yards, and all that to give you an opportunity to win a $200 Amazon gift card. All you have to do is comment King Henry. And if this prop cashes, I'm sending someone in those comments $200. I've been sending out a lot of money this holiday season, paying it forward because I love you, love the people. All my money out of my pocket goes to one lucky person. If this cashes, lock it in. Ride or die, baby. We got a section for best bets. Time to give you my top prop of the show. Let's cash it as a best bet. Essentially your free max bet from the show. Cheers to that. It's numbers, it's narratives. It is an extreme buy low that I cannot pass up. Just stuff that you don't see very often from players this talented. I love backing Justin Jefferson. It's truly an all-time buy low at this point. Yardage or catches, I think catches is the best value this week. His lines continue to drop. We take advantage. We bump here. Take Justin Jefferson over 4.5 receptions. Free best bet of the week. Book it. And guys, one more time, if you haven't tapped into the VIP team, what are you waiting for? I'm happy to give you anything you need in terms of max bets. All my bets are in one single package. That link's in description, and I'm available in the DMs if you're looking for something different. Tap in. Much love. On to the next. Oh, mama, la, 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 la. Oh, mama, la, 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 la. Pizza Money Parlay, our Italian special, a little Pizza Money Parlay. Let's dial it up. Cook one up real quick for you guys. Got a 5-legger. It's going to pay 10 times your money. We're going to cash it. We're going to prop, lock it, drop it. Prop, lock it, drop it. Whew. Let's get it. I'm going to rattle them off quick. We're starting with King Henry, anytime Tud. I think he scores on Sunday night. We're going to get that in the end zone, King Henry. You're due for a tutty. I got Stephon Diggs below that for the Patriots. Also a Sunday night. That's right. Same game there. 4+ catches. The dude's going to step up against the Ravens, and I think the Patriots are playing from behind a little bit. So a lot of passing there. Stephon Diggs, 4+ catches. Kirk Cousins, Falcons, 200+ pass yards. He's facing the Cardinals. Kirk's playing really well. Cardinals have been a huge liability in the passing game. So I think Kirk soars over his number this week. 200+ for him. Chris Olave, Saints heading against the Jets, of course. I have 60+ receiving yards. He should really, really get the job done there in New Orleans. I don't see anyone on the Jets that's going to stop someone of Olave's talent. And then lastly, Dak Prescott, over 1.5 pass touchdowns, because Dak scores multiple touchdowns more times than not. And I think he gets it done. I know the Chargers defense is good, but they're at home favored. Dak, throw 2+ and finish it off for us. I'm going to recap that super quick for the Pizza Money Parlay. Derrick Henry, anytime touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 4+ catches. Kirk Cousins, 200+ passing yards. Chris Olave, 60+ receiving yards. And Dak Prescott, over 1.5 pass touchdowns. Throw that pizza in the oven. Let it cook. Let that parlay cook. And let's eat for dinner on Sunday night. Thank you, guys. Well, guys, that's a wrap again. Thank you for hanging out with me the last 20 minutes. As always, it's the fastest 20 minutes of NFL player prop breakdown in the biz, mixed in with some fun facts, some data analysis, a little nerding out, and always a little libation too. Cheers. Thank you guys for listening. Join my VIP team if you haven't. Link in description. I'll get you through the end of the Super Bowl. Super Bowl, one of the best games of the year, of course. We'll have that all for you guys. Other promos always available. Much love. Thank you. And good night. Luke Shuey out.
Cut cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing. Don't give a fuck if I cut my own.